and welcome back. So today I have a new foundation to share with you. This video is not exactly new. So what happened was I purchased the new Guerlain Terracotta Le Teint Glow Foundation, and I kind of sort of did the first part of this video already, but I'm redoing it because it was a mess. But what happened was I had gotten the shade 4 Warm. Now, I had explained in the previous video that I do have trouble with Guerlain foundation sometimes, because sometimes 4 Warm is just fine and it works great for me, but at other times I have to get 4.5 Warm, and sometimes 4.5 Warm can be a little bit too dark. So what happened was I got 4 Warm. It was the right color, but the undertone wasn't quite warm enough. So I went back and I got 4.5 Warm. And I'm going to show you guys the difference in the color jump for the two. So this is 4 Warm, right? And this is 4.5 Warm. So like the color jump is kind of crazy. But as you can see, this one is warmer, definitely warmer than this one. This one actually looks a little bit cool. So let's see. I had tried this one. I went into the bathroom. I looked at it. I did not like the way it looked on my face. It wasn't warm enough. It was a little bit yellow. So that's why I went back and I got 4.5. So we're going to try 4.5 today, and we're going to start over like we never touched 4. We're just going to start over because I did not pay attention to what the foundation did throughout the course of the day. Nothing like that. I had gone out unexpectedly that morning. Well, not unexpectedly. I had an appointment. Just forgot about it. But I had gone out that morning. Did not come back until pretty late in the evening. I just washed my face. So, and I wasn't paying attention to what was going on my face at all that whole day. So we're just going to go ahead like we never did 4 and just start off with 4.5 and hope that it's not too dark, and hope that the undertone is warm enough and not too warm. We're hoping for a lot of things this morning, a lot of things. So for reference, I am already wearing concealer. I'm wearing the Westman Atelier T3 concealer, and I am also wearing primer. The primer that I'm using today is the Dolce & Gabbana Everlast Matte Primer, because I'm going to be out today, so I have a feeling that it's going to be a mess because it's a glow foundation, so, you know. Anyway, let me read you some blurbs of what this foundation is supposed to be. It comes in, God, I don't know how many colors it comes in. Let's see how many colors it comes in. Give me a minute. Okay, so it comes in 30 shades. It is $65. And what does Guerlain say about this foundation, if I can read it on the Neiman Marcus website? I don't know why I decided to go to Neiman Marcus, because they never really have good blurbs. Anyway, it says what it is: a long-wearing, buildable liquid foundation with skincare benefits, leaving skin looking naturally luminous all day. What it does, it's infused with skincare. Its formula infused with skincare delivers 24-hour radiance, 48-hour hydration, and a non-transfer hold for tailor-made coverage with a natural finish and a barely there feel. How to use? Oh, never mind that. Let's see what else it says. Never mind. That's all it says. Now, like I said, I used this foundation before, so I kind of sort of know that the one thing I noticed about it the first time I wore it was that I did not get a whole lot of coverage even though I was using a brush. I don't know if I can attribute that to the fact that the color that I was using wasn't quite right. So I'm going to go ahead and use a brush again today. And I'm going to put 2 pumps on my hand. So that's what 4.5 Warm looks like, and it looks like the right color. So we're just going to go in. So like I was saying, the first time I used it, I did not notice a whole lot of coverage, because like, you know, like my scars down here were still peeking out, and I think and I was afraid to build it up because I didn't quite like the color. Alright, so here we are. One side of my face with the foundation and one side of my face without the foundation. As usual with 4.5, it's slightly dark. Or I don't know if it's with 4.5, it's if it's slightly dark or if it's slightly too warm for me. But in any case, my skin tone concealer has turned into a brightening concealer. So, whatever it means, too warm, a little bit too dark, I don't know. But this is what one side of my face looks like, and this is what the other side looks like without the foundation. I am going to finish the other side of my face, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so this is my face with the foundation, my entire face with foundation. I did add mascara and eyeliner. I don't know if I'm adding anything else. I don't think I am. So I don't think the foundation is too dark. I think that it is too warm for me. 4.5 is too warm for me. So like I was always going through like wondering like, is it too dark? Is that why it looks a little bit weird on me? But I've figured out just now that it's not that it's too dark, it's that it's too warm. So 4.5 is too warm for me and 4 is not warm enough. I'm using the Prairie Gold powder to set my face. So it does have a slight scent. The scent does go away in a couple of minutes. It doesn't stay at all. It feels comfortable on the skin. You can't really feel it at all after you put it on. I only built mine up to medium coverage. Maybe if I built it up a little bit more than medium, I might be able to feel it. But as of right now, I'm not feeling anything. It feels good. No smell. The glow. Did it really glow? I mean, after I put the powder on now, how would I tell, right? But there was a slight glow when I first put it on. That was really, really pretty, but then it kind of faded as, you know, I put on the powder. So this is what my face looks like for day number 1. If I could only find my phone, I could see what time it is. It's pretty early. I'm going to be doing a bunch of stuff today. So I will come back here later on so that you could see the results of my wear test. It is now 8:42 a.m. 8:42 a.m. in the morning on a Saturday morning. This is what my face looks like. I think it looks really nice. It's a very pretty foundation. It doesn't have the most coverage because I can still, I don't know if you guys can see, but I can still see the you know, the marks on my face here, but I only built it up once again to like medium coverage, so you know, that kind of sort of makes sense. I don't usually do more than medium. Sometimes I might try to build it up to full and then scare myself, and yeah, that doesn't work. But this is what she looks like. It's a pretty foundation if you can find your right undertone. If you can find the right color and the right undertone. Like I said, 4 wasn't warm enough. 4.5 is too warm. But I think that I will keep 4.5 and return 4. It's just, I think it's a better match. Even though you can see like how warm my face is in comparison to my chest and my shoulders. Yeah. Nothing is going to top my Givenchy foundation though, like for real. It's not. But this is a nice foundation. I'm not saying that it's not. It's a real nice foundation. So far so good. We'll see how it holds up throughout the course of the day. Like I said, it's 8:42 in the morning, and we will be back here later on to see what it looks like. Alright, so I'll see you then. Bye. Hey guys, what up and welcome back. It is now 7:20 in the evening, and this is what my face looks like. As you can see, the foundation has broken down a lot, which is really kind of weird because I actually got lazy and I did not leave the house today at all. I've been sitting down in the house for the whole day, and I'm wearing a matte primer, and I am wearing a setting powder. So, all right, as you can see, it's broken down here, broken down around my nose. There is some shifting right here. There is some shifting right here on my cheek as well, on both sides. It's gotten into my smile lines here. So, yeah, that is day number 1 of this foundation with a mattifying primer and a setting powder. Sitting in the house all day. I don't know about this one, guys. I don't know about this one. I went into the bathroom and I looked at it when I got up, and at first it looked too warm and slightly dark, but then about an hour later it just kind of started looking like my skin. It's a really pretty foundation. It's a very pretty foundation. It looks really good in person until it starts to break down and shift, which is a problem, because if I'm sitting down inside and it's shifting, it's not going to do very well in this Georgia heat at all. I think it's like, it is 68 degrees outside today. So if I had gone outside, this would have probably melted off my face. And I'm going to wear it tomorrow because I'm doing a 2-day wear test. I'm going to be wearing it tomorrow. And tomorrow is the day that I would usually wear it without a primer to see how it works. And I feel like I should wear it again with the primer tomorrow, with the same matte primer, just to see how it handles the outdoors. I'm kind of scared. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit scared. But yeah, this is what my face looks like after a day of sitting inside from like 8 o'clock this morning. So that 24-hour, what did it say? 24 hours of wear. Did it say no shifting or no transfer or something like that? That's not true, because as you can, I don't know if you can see, but it shifted on my face. It's shifting right here. I don't know if you can see that. It shifted here. It shifted on this side as well. It has gotten into my acne marks and my smile lines. So, yeah. But yeah, guys, this is what my face looks like on day number 1 after sitting inside for the whole day. It's been almost 12 hours because I left here at 8:42 this morning, I believe. And it's now, so it's been about 11 hours. It's been about 11 hours since I put this foundation on, and this is what my face looks like. Kind of concerned. I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to wear it tomorrow for day number 2, or even if I should wear it tomorrow for day number 2. Because how is it going to act when I go outside? And tomorrow I definitely have to leave the house tomorrow. I can't be lazy like I was today. Alright, guys. This is what my face looks like after 11 hours. See you back here in a couple of minutes, couple of seconds, really, for day number 2 and any other thoughts that I haven't. I'm just like so flabbergasted by this, what's happening right now after doing nothing all day. I'm very flabbergasted by it. So I'm just like, my forehead looks good, but this is like nah, right here, all of this. All right, I'll see you back here in a couple of seconds for day number 2. Bye. Hey friends, what up, and welcome back to day number 2 of wear testing the new Guerlain Terracotta Le Teint Glow Foundation. Once again, the shade that I got the second time around is 4.5 warm. We are going to try this foundation today. I'm actually going to leave the house. I promise. I'm going to leave the house today. I promise. I am wearing another Dolce & Gabbana primer, the original primer that they come out with last year. And I'm wearing the Westman Atelier T3 under eye concealer. It is not early at all. It's probably about somewhere between 12:30 and 1 o'clock. Hey Google, what time is it?
12:42 p.m.
It's 12:42 p.m. So almost 1 o'clock. It's not early. So we're just going to go and hope this foundation performs better today than it did yesterday. I'm going to pump out 2 pumps here on my hand, and we're just going to go ahead and get started. Alright guys, this is my face for the rest of the day. I'm going to probably go visit my mom, take her to the grocery store, go visit my sister, find something to do today because yesterday I really sat in the house all day. I didn't put on as much of the foundation today as I did yesterday. I put a little bit less so it's not as full of coverage as it was yesterday. I'm not sure why I put so much on yesterday. I don't know. But anyway, this is what my face looks like. The lipstick I'm wearing is Love Before Breakfast from Gucci, in case you were wondering. But yeah, this is what my face looks like for the rest of the day, and I will be back here in about 2 seconds for the results of day number 2, and this is going to be the last day. I'm not going to do another day after this, so I will give you my full thoughts on this foundation, whether or not it's worth picking up or, you know, passing it by. Alright, I'll see you back here in a couple of seconds for the results. Bye. Hey friends, what up and welcome back. It is now 6:39 in the evening, and this is what my face looks like. I am wrapping up a little bit early because I kind of want to take a shower. I've been outside for most of the day, and for most of the day since I left here, and I just kind of want to take a shower and get the day off of me because it's kind of gross outside. And by gross, I mean it's over 70 degrees. And it's Georgia, so that means humidity of some sort. There's a nice little breeze, but it's still kind of hot. So I just want to take it all off. But anyway, this is what my face looks like after about 5 hours. Because I left here a little bit before 1. It's almost 7, so 5-6 hours, about there. And as you can see, the foundation has once again broken down right here, and I wasn't really doing much. I really didn't do much. Let me see if it shifted again. So it's shifted a little bit here on my chin, and I noticed yesterday when I was watching the playback on the other video for when I ended yesterday that it had shifted on my chin as well yesterday. So once again, it's getting into my acne marks, into my smile lines right here. It's getting... So, one of the things that I've noticed about this foundation that I don't care for is that even though I put on less today than I put on yesterday, it still has a very cakey look to it. I don't know how that's possible, but it does have a slightly cakey look to it. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. But I'm trying to explain how it could possibly be cakey, considering that, like, I didn't put that much on. So, like, how is it cakey? But it does have a bit of a cakey look to it, especially, like, if you have, like, any kind of marks. Like, I have a breakout happening right here, and it just looks really cakey right around this area here. So it's also getting into, like, the lines that I have right here. I have, like, you know, frown lines. So it's getting into the frown lines. It's getting into my acne marks here, into my smile lines here. So I don't know about this foundation, guys. Honestly, I'm probably going to wind up returning it. And funny enough, I think if I had gotten this foundation before the Guerlain Foundation, this is the Guerlain Foundation, duh. If I had gotten this foundation before the Givenchy foundation, I probably would have kept it. But because the Givenchy foundation is so beautiful and so seamless, it doesn't look cakey at all, and it's like the perfect undertone, perfect shade and everything. I'm like kind of judging everything else based on the Givenchy foundation at this point, and this just doesn't live up. It doesn't measure up at all. So I'm not really a fan of this foundation. I feel like with very little effort, it can go cakey on you. Very, very little effort. It starts to break down relatively quickly because it's only been about, like I said, 5-6 hours. And I live in a predominantly hot climate most of the year. And it's not good for a hot climate. I don't think it's going to be good for a hot climate. I could hold on to it and see what it looks like in the wintertime, but I don't like it enough to do that. I think the Givenchy foundation is going to be my go-to foundation, like it usually is when I get a Givenchy foundation. But this one, I don't know. I don't know. What are the good things about it? It's pretty. When you first put it on, it does look very pretty. It's the breakdown that's the problem. So if I'm going to compare the two, and I am going to compare the two, if I'm going to compare the two, when the Givenchy foundation starts to break down, it just starts to look more glowy. It looks natural. There's no caking. It doesn't get into any lines or acne marks or anything like that. When this one starts to break down, it starts to look cakey. It starts to look like foundation. It starts to get into your lines. It starts to get into the acne marks. To me, that's not good. So, yeah, chances are I'm going to wind up returning this foundation. The funny thing about it, though, is that on camera, it still looks gorgeous, right? It still looks absolutely gorgeous on camera. And that's kind of one of the things that I hate about being on camera, is that even when things don't look good, they still look good. And because in person, this doesn't look good right now. I look a greasy mess right across here. I look a cakey mess right here. Smile lines emphasized. Yeah. So, what are my thoughts on this foundation? I don't really like it. Yeah, I don't really like it. That's it. That's really it. That's about as much as there is to say about this foundation. Is I don't really like it. So I will be returning it. Alright guys, thank you so much for joining me for my review on the new Guerlain Terracotta Le Teint Glow Foundation. I prefer the matte version of this foundation to this new glow version. The matte version does not look cakey. It doesn't get into any lines and acne marks and stuff like that. It just looks like skin. It's just a beautiful foundation. This one, I don't know if it's just the consistency, the formulation. I don't know what it is, but it breaks down very quickly. It is a glow foundation, so that I guess that is to be kind of expected. But for that reason, I will not be keeping this. So I'll be returning it. But thank you guys for joining me for my review on this foundation. As usual, you know, if you have any questions, you can ask them in the comment section below, because I will answer them. And as usual, again, it's been real, it's been fun. I totally forgot what I usually say. It's been real, it's been fun, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.